is Sam.
My name's Ro.
I'm David.
Solomon. And this will be part 2 of our pre-E3 series. So today we're going to be talking about Microsoft. The great company that has had their ups and downs.
Oh, that's all in the past. Alright. But before we get to the game, you need to talk about the console itself, right?
Yes. So, of course, we have our base Xbox One. This has been tossed around into so many different frames of consoles as of the beginning of when it was first announced to now, which its finished product is definitely way better than its announced.
I mean, it's gone through like its ups and downs as far as like the DRM, the rights management thing, and all that crazy Kinect stuff. And it's suffered because of it. Like you can see, you'll go back and you look at sales figures for the Xbox One, you can see how it suffered. But now it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Like there's basically no difference now between the PS4 and the Xbox One consoles. I mean, there's people will nitpick, but there's basically no difference.
If we're being honest, I'll tell you what happened. Xbox went through E3 with one CEO, came out with another, and it literally went, everything that other CEO said got knocked out.
Well, you know,
brought the new guy in, and that was it.
Well, I would say it's worth buying Xbox One now. I would go as far as to say that because you have good games. It's a good console. There's nothing wrong with it now. Kinect is optional. It's a good console. It's a good starting console.
It has definitely shaped up from when it was originally announced.
Oh, yeah.
We continue on to talk about, of course, we just discussed the console, so now we can move on to games. The real thing.
All right. What should we do first? What about Gears of War 4?
Oh yeah.
So, of course, as of playing all of the Gears of War games, I can say I am looking forward to Gears of War 4. Yes, I have to think that.
Really?
I'm looking forward to Gears of War 4. Honestly, the campaign has been through, dragged you through a series of ups and downs, especially in 3. When I'm not even going to talk about it. We can run through. We can go back through. If we look at our multiplayers in 3, that was a nice addition. Multiplayer in 2 was nice. But, I mean, Gears of War 4, there's a bar that's been set, and if Gears of War 4 honestly doesn't meet that bar, you're going to have a lot of angry fans.
I mean, so look, Gears of War is like one of Microsoft's staple series. It's like Halo, Gears of War. It's one of the first things that comes to your mind when you think about exclusive.
Let me say this though. I'm not really a big fan of Gears of War though. I consider myself a Microsoft fanboy because
I can attest.
I'm mainly a Halo fanboy though, and I've played some Gears of War, and the first time I played it kind of put me off. Like, what is with these huge beefy guys that look way too unrealistic?
They carry around chainsaws.
Yeah, chainsaw guys.
And
the story was absurd and all that. But as I was playing it, I did start to grow an appreciation for it. I mean, yeah, it is still over the top, but I like it mainly because of the cover-based shooting aspect. You know, I like that part in video games like Gears of War and Mass Effect. And I like third-person cover-based shooting. So I am excited for Gears of War 4 because I can see what new things could come to the gameplay and the storyline and what have you. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm not a Gears of War fan, but I am interested in the new one.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel too. Like, even games that I've not played through the whole series of and stuff like that, I'm still excited for newer games and stuff like that are coming out. Like, I'm excited for Gears of War 4. I like it. I'll enjoy it. I'll buy it. I'll play it, maybe. But but I'm excited for it. I think it looks great from what we've seen so far, which isn't much. But it looks like it'll continue on the good Gears of War name, the Gears of War franchise. I think that'll be great.
So what about Battlefield 1 isn't exclusive, but it's timed exclusive, right?
It's not timed. The DLC for it will be timed exclusive.
Okay.
The game will,
Battlefield is in Microsoft's pockets.
Yeah.
Or
Battlefield 4 was, Hardline was.
As much as Destiny's in PlayStation pockets.
Yeah.
True.
So, Battlefield 1. What did y'all think of that trailer, right?
Amazing.
It was amazing.
The song by itself.
I know.
And honestly, something you've brought up multiple times when we've watched the video is the submarines. And it makes me think about Battlefield was set in... What's Battlefield 1 set in? The time period?
Battlefield
World War
One.
Exactly. So,
Submarines? You sure you mean submarines or ships? Or?
what was it? I'm pretty sure it must have been a ship. But it was something about the way that the clamp wheel turned that you said.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you guys look at the trailer, I'm not sure where it is in that.
I'll put
yeah,
a time mark in the description.
I'm not sure. It might just be something completely different. Mm-hmm. But in the trailer, you see this guy. He's turning a crank like this, and I'm a really big history buff, and I noticed that a device similar to that was used to power a submarine, the Hunley, which is like a small submarine boat, probably about the size of this room. It's really small, and it was used to destroy a Union ship. But that's all history. But anyway, so that Civil War, that Civil War era. So is Battlefield 1 going to stay in World War One or Civil War?
Battlefield 1 went to the Civil War. I think that'll be...
Like, is it going to be multiple wars?
That's something that's never been done in video games.
See, now...
I mean, nobody kind of wants to touch it, and I don't blame them for it, but...
And I'll be honest with this. If Battlefield 1 goes from World War 1 to the Civil War, you have to think about it. Will this revitalize campaigns and shooters? Because now that you think about it, you have yet to buy, since I'll say Modern Warfare 2, you have yet to buy a Call of Duty game for the campaign. Since Black Ops, since Battlefield 3.
And if you have, you're kidding yourself.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, personally, Battlefield 3's campaign was good. So some people disagree with me, but...
But see, my theory, I think that theory, whole Civil War theory, I think that's kind of unlikely. But it's still, I think it has a bit of a chance.
I was it's out there, but it's...
Yeah.
It's got a chance.
But we know for sure that it's in World War One, and World War One was known to be a kind of a war of a stalemate war because you had people in trenches. They weren't really coming out and fighting, and it wasn't really close.
But of course, online players.
Yeah, I mean it was close range when they got in the trenches, which was that is very cool. Like you can use a shovel and a mace. It looked like. It was a mace.
Like the guy was like...
Yeah.
Like the whole trailer just really looked so awesome and amazing. And if I could do half of the stuff that happened in that trailer, it's got my money already.
And Battlefield is bringing in a female character too, because in the trailer there's a person riding on a horse. Now initially I thought this was like some guy, but if you look very closely, you can pause the video. The person has markings like I think it's piercings on her face, and that's common with Arab women. So this is going to be some female war hero that we've never heard of, or at least I've never heard of in the Battlefield campaign.
Which I mean, in all honesty, if you think about it, Battlefield has gone all over the place with their races that they put in the game. If you look at Battlefield 4 in general, you can go with China versus America. You had a bunch of different countries that were in Battlefield 4.
Now I'm interested is Battlefield, it's probably not going to do it in Battlefield 1, but in the future, will Battlefield go the Call of Duty route and have you can be able to play as a female character in multiplayer? I don't think they would, but...
So here's the thing with that. Battlefield 4, their customization is, for weapons at least, is off the charts. Honestly, that's the most customizable game I've played. I can choose the color of my scope and then the color of my gun. That's pretty awesome. But the way you have to think about it is, if I give you complete freedom on your character creation, would you be able to stay within the limitations for your sniper class, for your engineer class, for your assault class?
So we're spending a lot of time talking about Battlefield.
It's a big game.
It's huge.
Can we just talk about one more second? Like actual multiplayer. Like there's gonna be tanks that a whole squad can ride in, biplanes, battleships, zeppelins.
Zeppelins.
Which
horses, of course. Yeah, horses.
Honestly, you have to think about it. Battlefield has always been a massive game.
Yeah.
Once again.
Big sandbox.
So, say, take a random map. I'm sorry, I keep referencing the Battlefield 4, but if you take Siege of Shanghai,
Mm-hmm.
you had your helicopters, you had your jets, you had your tanks, you had your... It's literally a freelance of what you'd like to, and it was certain terrain that you had to hit.
And see, the thing about Battlefield 1 is it was set in World War One, and you have biplanes this time, so it's a slower battle, but it's more intense. It's an actual dogfight instead of a shooting missiles at this one guy.
I can tell you 999 ticket matches definitely won't be as often as...
So, that's a lot about Battlefield 1.
We'll move on.
What about its Call of Duty counterpart? The only competition it has.
Since we, honestly, this is from me, and not everyone is
I want
feel
to
this
rip
way.
into this so bad. Keep going.
So, look, you hear all the stuff about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, about how many dislikes the trailer has on YouTube. And, oh my gosh, I don't think people are disliking it because they genuinely don't like the video. People are disliking it because it's trendy right now. People go on there and dislike the video because, people don't like it. I'll go on there and act.
You know how many people hate Call of Duty? Like, but
I'm sorry. Look, I have no doubt in my mind Call of Duty will get its sales.
Of course.
It's survived this long. It's Call of Duty. Nothing's going to knock it off.
But then again, something I'm going to say, like I was saying before, Call of Duty, and a bunch of people are going to be like, oh, that's not true, that's not... Call of Duty is a game where you don't have to have a lot of skill to win.
Yeah.
I can run around the map with a Kuda in Battlefield 3 and wreck. I have a friend. Turn up your AC.
And Angry Joe's
This man can go.
It's like running around.
I love
like
little.
little.
That shot.
and Angry Joe, he says, running around like little Rambos, just killing.
My dude can go 64-3 in a match. And honestly, for him, it's not hard. That's not even trying. If you go, he goes in an objective match and he won't die.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. But he's been playing Call of Duty since 4. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. So
people have.
I mean, you can't say. I'm not gonna say that he doesn't have any skill, but the people who don't have skill, it's not like you're gonna go in there and you're gonna. It's like not gonna be like Battlefield where you go in, you don't know anything. You're gonna say come out 1 and 12.
I won't say that a noob going into a Call of Duty multiplayer setting, any Call of Duty multiplayer setting for the first time, will get destroyed.
Yeah.
But they won't get destroyed. You guys have played. People who have played Battlefield, you know when your first match, you went 0-12, and you can't deny it was bad because Battlefield was more of a acquired taste. You couldn't just hop into Battlefield like you could in Call of Duty.
But is that like really a knock on Call of Duty?
Well,
the
hang on,
fact that
y'all.
it's accessible to other players?
But this brings up my
I'm just
question.
saying.
This brings up my question.
Yeah.
So, is Infinite Warfare, is it going to be different anyway? Because I see the trailer, I see more of the same. Like, I don't see anything different. This looks
Here we go.
like
This
Advanced
is a
Warfare.
question, exactly, and that's what I was about to ask. What's the difference between Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and I'm not talking about, because it's set in a different era. Gameplay-wise, not counting guns, gameplay mechanics. What's the difference between Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and what I've seen so far in Infinite Warfare?
Spaceships.
I will be honest with you, nothing. You added one new gameplay feature, which honestly I'm pretty sure is going to bring in a lot of...
What more can it do? It's like, you have your wall running, your jetpack, your grappling hook. What else?
Bring us back to the basics.
Yeah.
Well, people have, that's why Battlefield 1 is getting so much attention right now. People have been begging, go back to World War II. Go
You
back
wanna
to,
know
They
why?
didn't even go back to World War II. They went even further.
wanna know why?
something that we've never seen before. That's why people are enjoying Battlefield 1 a lot more than Call of Duty right now. I want new stuff. I don't want more of the same thing.
And when they
I
say
want
new
more of the
stuff,
same, I'll
that
keep
means
playing
new
Black Ops 3.
Here we go. You rerun and you look at it, how he talked about earlier, how it's getting so much flack about how bad and Infinite Warfare is and all that. Look at Modern Warfare, the remastered version of Modern Warfare 1 coming out.
Beautiful.
See, these guys' reaction to that and their reaction to Infinite Warfare were two different things. Why? Because you brought back something we loved, something that was great, critically acclaimed.
But it costs an arm and a leg. You gotta buy Infinite
I
Warfare.
gotta
to
get
get that.
Infinite Warfare.
But here we go.
What?
What Call of Duty game within the last 3 years has been critically acclaimed?
Oh, I mean, look. So that's something.
You're making the same game over and over, and you expect you're getting the
people
same
give it
turnout.
good ratings. It's like rating a sports game, NBA 2K. Not much changes from year to year to year, but you gotta rate it as if it's its own.
Like
game.
I'll say this: if you have Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, and Advanced Warfare, and if you stitch those games together, like mix the missions and however you like, you probably couldn't even tell they're a different game. It looks the same.
You can't.
Like it looks the same. It feels the same.
It feels the same.
Only thing that changes every year is the guns.
Yeah.
You add one new mechanic. Like I'll give because Advanced Warfare had Wolverine. So honestly, I don't.
Like maybe they should have said it like really far in the future because this Infinite Warfare.
I mean,
we're
if you
still
go
in
too far in the future, you're gonna get Halo.
I mean, we're still in our solar system. Like an interesting thing is they were saying zero gravity is going to play a big part in multiplayer and in campaign.
So it's not working zero gravity.
Spin your.
Oh yeah, dude. We can go back to what was that? Call of Duty
That was
Advanced War.
no?
I'm in
No.
space shooting guns, and I can still hear
That
you.
makes sense.
I think that was Black Ops. Was it Black Ops?
No,
That was one of the Black Ops.
No,
That
it
was
wasn't. It was
Ghost.
that Call of Duty Ghost.
Yeah, that was
Ghost.
Which
My
was
bad,
utter crap.
Yeah.
Like
See,
I
we get
know.
them confused. It's so stupid.
All right, let's move on to the.
Okay.
We spent a lot of time praising Battlefield and trashing Call of Duty.
Now look, this is no shade to the Call of Duty community.
Yeah,
people who love
Yeah,
the game, if that's honestly your thing, and you might not like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
That's-
I'm not a huge fan of Final Fantasy, even though I know it's critically acclaimed and it's like a great game. I'm not a huge fan of it. That doesn't mean I don't respect it. I know that game is like great and amazing, and like I don't want to knock into you guys who love Final Fantasy. Like that's awesome for you guys. It just never did anything for me.
Which honestly, this whole video, which I'll say now, is our opinion. So I mean, we're not saying that anyone else. This is just us. So
Yeah.
So last thing from Microsoft, it's a flagship title, Halo.
Yeah.
After the kind of disappointment that was Halo 5, what's next? Well, obviously, I would say Halo Wars 2. Have you heard about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I heard
Y'all
about
seen the
I've
trailer
seen the
too?
trailer
Yeah.
and everything for it.
I'm just gonna say this now. I am a Halo nerd.
Nuts. Like crazy for Halo. You
Yeah.
have no idea how huge this
If
is.
Halo was a girl, I would marry her.
That's something serious.
So you can imagine I was really disappointed when Halo 5 came out, and it wasn't. It was different, and it wasn't a good different. Like it's pandering to different audiences. It was Titanfall with the wall running and all that. It was not Battlefield. It was Call of Duty with the different gameplay
See,
aspects and all that.
there we go.
Yeah.
And this is something I feel like we've never actually talked about in our personal conversations and took account for it.
We can do a Halo video in and of itself.
Yeah.
The last Halo 4 game, the last game was Halo 4. Before Halo 5, it was Halo 4.
Yeah.
Right? Halo 4 was released in what
Yeah.
year?
2014? No.
Before.
2012?
Yeah,
Exactly.
12.
So here we go. Think about it. Call of Duty released how many games in between 12 and 15?
How many years is that? How many
Exactly.
years is that? So many Call of Duty
So
games
you
were
had
released?
a new console come out.
Yeah.
You had games coming out with way more advanced technology than Halo 4 was. Okay?
Yeah.
Think about it. Hear me out here. You go
Give him a breath.
Alright. You go with it and you think about Halo had to catch up. Halo was playing catch up.
Halo was
it
on
wasn't
the-
like
Wait,
Call of Duty.
okay, hold on.
I'll hate you.
It wasn't like they were sitting there like Call of Duty releasing a game every year. They weren't releasing a title every year. It
Well,
wasn't just
they
that
went-
it wasn't a Halo 4 or
Hang
Halo
on,
5.
they went through a development change. It was
Yeah,
Bungie to 3.
Now, here you go. I would say that if it was from Reach to 4. Now, here's the difference. 4 came out with a game that was 343. Bungie had nothing to do with the
That was
Halo
like
4.
Xbox 360's. Like that was the last leg.
Exactly. Now, remember that. That was that coming out with that company. So you can't say that this was a development change because Xbox was the same system. It wasn't like it was jumping system yet because they let them get their development bug out. They were like, y'all go ahead, make Halo 4 now. So when we release the 1, y'all can have your feet in the water.
So let me say this. The idea of that Halo plays catch up with Call of Duty is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Call of Duty releases video games.
And there we
way
go.
more
Here's
frequently.
here's exactly what I'm
The
saying.
quality of the Halo games is what like outweighs the Halo's story is like a great story. Absolutely amazing. 1, 2, 3, reach, 4. I love it.
And let me cut
Just
you off.
ODST there.
That was on purpose.
Wrapping up with Halo for the Microsoft conference when it comes. So Halo Wars 2 is going to come out. Or not going to. It's going to be shown at E3. It has to be. Do you think we're going to see anything for Halo 6?
No.
Not
If we see anything, it'll be no more than a teaser. Like, you remember how when they announced Halo 5, they had the whole...
Now,
Chief
I have
I'm
a
so
theory.
excited.
I also
Like,
have a theory
it'll
on
be
Halo
something to raise the
6,
fanboy in me.
but I'll put it in another video.
Yeah, we're gonna put that in the
Okay, so what about...
I expect to see gameplay of Halo Wars 2, though.
Now,
Or a trailer.
I expect gameplay. I got a trailer last year. I'm expecting gameplay.
Okay.
Okay, what are you saying, Ron?
So what is your thoughts on Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered?
Well, we touched on that.
Yeah, we sort of
We'll reiterate that. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That is my favorite Call of Duty game. The only Call of Duty game I own because all the other ones I've played. All the other Call of Duty games I played, it was either someone else's or rented or whatever. Yeah,
Again,
it's the best Call of Duty. So
now, something I want
I'm
to say with
excited.
that is Call of Duty's taking the Xbox approach here. If I'm not overstepping any boundaries by saying that you literally bundled what we wanted with something we did.
so, hey, you want the new Xbox? Gotta get that Connect.
So, I mean, I don't know. Did they release a price for it yet?
What,
Or
Modern
how much they're
Warfare?
tacking on to it?
No, it's being released with
Meaning that the $60 I paid for Infinite Warfare, I
Oh,
get Modern
wait, is the
Warfare?
Infinite Warfare and
Which is
Modern
what I'm
Warfare,
asking.
is that like a...
Is that a
I think
bundle
it's
or is it one game?
I thought it was like one game.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a bundle.
like, you know, you
It's
get
a
a
bundle.
legendary edition.
I feel like it's a legendary
Like, I don't
edition.
think you can, like, buy Modern Warfare by itself.
No, you can't.
No.
But I think you only can get
I
it
mean,
in
you
the
might be
bundle.
able to
Like, you
wait.
can buy Infinite Warfare by itself?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
bull crap.
All right, guys, let's...
I need to do some more research into it.
Yeah, let's move on from...
Moving on.
All right, I think that's everything for Microsoft.
Yeah, that was.
So that's like the end of our Microsoft video here, part 2 of our pre-E3 series. So Solomon, David, Sam, and Ralph signing off. See you guys next time. Peace.
All right.